But you take 20% off because I guess it's too much work to reprice. I mean, there she is, the white whale.
Kind of Mayan temple.
It's not solid. The pyramid is all supported on a metal framework that just sits on the roof. Imagine going here in the 60s when it was brand new and there was the restaurant. What an experience that would have been.
And now look at us.
We are here and there's not a single car.
Not even an employee's like parked at the far end.
I
And
can
Frankie and John are
barely
being
believe
optimistic.
this building still exists.
I mean, we gotta get out and at least walk around it, right?
I hope it's open.
The lights are on. I have not been in an Apex since 2001.
Come on, Nina, tell me it's open. Yes!
Oh my God.
Yes!
That's what they say online. They say, you won't believe it, but it's open.
They open at 10 a.m. and I open the door and it opens.
my
so we're gonna
God.
Go in.
We're an Apex customer, so we can park in one of these Apex customer parking only.
Look at the parking lot.
And it's been relatively recently resealed.
There's some sort of Spanish Nouveau Pacto New Covenant Ministries.
The DMV used to be there.
Tell me about Apex.
Well, the year is 1999. There was 3 locations of Apex, local RI department store. One in the Swansea Mall, which we just went to and closed, and the Warwick location closed 2001. And this location is amazingly somehow still in operation.
The sign above the door says over 95 years.
And it's true. They were one of the first stores to actually have a web sales presence. In 1996, they opened an online store. If you go to it, it still looks like it's from 1996.
John was caught shoplifting here when he was a child.
It's true.
What were you thieving?
Some computer component. I don't remember what it was.
Were
However,
you allowed back? Were you banned for life?
This is the first time.
there was, no, I've been back into one since. But if they call me out on it, we're just going to have to get on film. We'll have to leave. I'm sorry. This is designed by the same guy who designed the Lucky Strike cigarette pack and
wow.
also the Coca-Cola fountain.
The Pennsylvania Railroad once had trains like this, and Raymond Loewy made them look like this. He redesigned the Shell sign and was responsible for turning Esso into Exxon. When Coke wanted a better way of dispensing itself, it went to Loewy to design a machine. Put this package around Lucky Strikes, everyone making almost everything went to Loewy. From department stores and ferry boats to sewing machines and popcorn machines.
Good design is a design that does not get obsolete.
He didn't do many building designs, but this is one. It's got that iconic kind of pyramidal structure and some very cool entrance
Beautiful.
details.
They have
It
like
is.
2 entrances. Like it looks like you're pulling up to a hotel in Vegas.
Yeah, this is a huge building. At one time, it had a restaurant, had some additional stores, almost like a mini mall, like a mini exterior mall. For a long time, the P was actually broken. You can see it's been fixed, and they've actually done a little exterior work, and I think
The A has been
it
fixed
is
up.
awesome.
This is the other entrance.
There was like an entrance on the other side too.
Like John said, it was like a department store mall.
Well, you can plug in and charge your phone at least.
It's this big empty warehouse.
I just want to be in there in the worst way.
There's a side little entrance with a little deck over there.
And some stairs and landscaping. They've maintained some of the landscaping.
They really wanted to give that Caesar's Palace kind of thing.
These are the original light designs as specified by the architect, those white globes. I've heard only about half the square footage of the store is in use and the other half is just empty.
Also, this is closed on Sundays. Their website mostly talked about their auto center.
Yeah.
Which is not even here.
Oh, I see the Apex Auto Center. Wow, it says free tire rotation and flat repair for their tires.
And this is another really desirable piece of land. This may be funding the whole operation.
You're real nostalgic for this.
I am. I'm just amazed. That big sign over the entrance there. That's such a 70s, 80s design element.
Advertise as you enter.
Zojirushi, one of my favorite manufacturers.
Didn't you buy one of your water heaters from them?
Yes, and my rice cooker.
Don't you think it's peculiar that it's like a lot of open space? Like this doesn't feel like a Walmart to me, certainly.
No, but I'm seeing all the dividers.
Also like the message of rediscover Apex. Like remember Apex?
Yeah.
Come back, please.
From 20 years ago. Let's see, a teapot, $20. But everywhere there are these signs.
20% off the lowest ticketed price.
Yeah, so you get the teapot down to $15.
There are these little things to make poached eggs in.
That's really cute.
It is.
Classic egg beater, huh?
Yeah.
Our cow milker is right there. It's just not red.
Oh, it's not in red. I like this elephant milker, though. Oh, that's really cute.
That is very cute.
So if it was $8, it's now $6. The interesting kind of thing, too, there only seems to be about one of everything.
It's hard to do this episode because it's so quiet in here.
I know. Very. $170. And these are 60% off.
Do you think this place ended up with any of like Sears liquidated stock?
I'm not seeing it. Most of this stuff is pretty high end, actually. I'm just bewildered.
You're at the apex of befuddlement. I don't know what I was expecting, but somehow this wasn't it.
Massive Lasco humidifier.
You gonna buy something?
A masher.
Oh, a masher?
Masher.
Masher.
Ooh, I actually could use an ironing board as well. Take me to them.
This one's kind of nice. This is a deluxe tri-leg.
$42.
But you take 20% off because I guess it's too much work to reprice everything. $72.99. Let's do a little check, shall we?
It's time to get a sense of what these prices are.
Silpat non-stick cooking liners.
That's why it's called non-stick.
If you saute scallops in a non-stick pan, they won't stick. That's why it's called f***ing non-stick.
It's a product that's been gone for 6 or 7 years. Yeah, 09. This is a 2009 product.
This is like my dream job. I want to work here in the worst way. I want to quit my job.
It's not a good idea. It doesn't have long-term prospects. Just a little teeny colander.
Very nicely made. 22 minus 25%. So it'd be $16.50. It's a little pricey for me.
Special. I only have one, so if I'm going between eggs and pancakes, you don't want cinnamon-flavored eggs. I'm in love with this place. I love everything about it.
Can I just buy a carpeted leaner?
Ooh, you like leaning on carpeted things?
It's so stable.
I'm sure they'll sell that thing to you. You should bring it over to the register.
It's so heavy. I mean, I could sit on it.
Yeah.
I can't, but I could.
Should we talk for a moment about all that empty space over there?
There's some things on display that then you cannot purchase. Like there are some things on the display tables, and then there is no supply underneath.
It's just to give the illusion of a store.
Seems like their selection of toaster ovens is small.
John, the giant sign says it's 30 models. We don't do the toaster oven thing in our house.
No? Do you regret not having one?
Probably.
We just don't have a lot of counter space. I would rather have a toaster oven than my microwave.
Well,
there's
how come we
even
gotta get rid of a microwave?
We don't have to get rid of a microwave. We're just gonna keep using it.
Are we getting rid of the microwave?
It's a roll top toaster. It's so smart. 77 at Walmart.
Oh, it's gonna be 52-ish here.
And Walmart's cheap. We don't go to Walmart too often. We shopped there recently, and we walked away going like, how is it that cheap?
Our grocery bill, which is over $100 normally, was like $60-something.
Yeah. Yeah, but you have to deal with Walmart. I have a Fry Daddy, but mine's got a little old in the tooth.
What are you making it?
Anything you want.
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella. You
They're
can make
advertising French fries.
a no temperature control. You just set it and you forget it. A DeLonghi electric cheese grater. I mean, here's a DeLonghi. What year was this product released? 2002.
Why is it strangely weighted?
It's
I think
heavy.
it's got a big battery in it.
You have a little one of these, don't you?
I do. And I've always kind of wanted a bigger one, but I don't really have the kitchen space for it.
What do
This
you
is
got?
a very uncommon item to find in a store. It's a bread maker from Zojirushi, and they didn't make very many of them.
So what does it do?
It makes bread.
Cool.
Beating Amazon by $6.
You could have it in your home today. You could have bread tomorrow. Apex car wash kit for $11.99.
You gotta get yourself an Apex bag.
I actually kind of need a small lunch bag.
And you could be the Apex guy.
And I love old retail. Oh, it's already so cheap. I don't think that's intentional.
A second bag. Apex tote bags on this side, Johnny.
These are nice insulated, like if you go grocery shopping,
Oh,
you need
yeah.
to keep cold things cold.
I love this Apex branded merchandise, let me just say.
You better grab it while it exists.
The sheets and the bedding are 50% off the lowest ticketed price. Do sheets deteriorate over time? Why are they 50% off?
If you store them properly,
Like in a giant open warehouse.
you put your curler in it so the handle won't get hot, won't burn you.
Genius. Some old ass scales. That Apex sign over there looks like it's new branding that like hasn't really been expanded to the rest of the store.
Yeah, this is where they prepare to ship the online orders.
So there really are online orders. It goes on for miles. This is one of yours?
Yep, 28, 24. Transfer receipt printer. Remember Nina gave me the SodaStream stuff.
Right.
I used to drink it, and this is the mix. These are really good prices.
You also get some hot chocolate, some Keurigs. The kinds of drinks that I can't tell whether they're suntan lotion or drinks
Look at the small men's department.
for small men.
Even smaller than us. $24.99. Yeah, they're nice for that.
I guess you could come here and get the job done.
Nina found these CW56.
Oh my
promotional,
God.
And I want one for my car.
You want to explain what a CW56 is?
That's the local CW station broadcasting before the days that we abandoned analog TV broadcast.
Now, on 7 News at 10 on CW56.
I've had a very big blessing bestowed upon me.
What are you going to pay for it?
$8.
You want one?
She's getting one.
I really like the Apex branded content.
I feel like I know what this is, but I don't know. Shoe polisher?
Drug kit.
No.
An Apex drug kit. John might want an Apex water bottle.
I got so many water bottles already, though. And I'm getting my...
Yeah, but this is an Apex water bottle. Anything interesting in the way of women's clothing?
How do you mean interesting? If my grandmother was still living, I would come here to purchase things for her birthday.
And she'd come here to purchase things for you. He's checking out now.
Let's give it up.
Oh, you got some quotas?
I did. And change.
Makes a great gift. You're into this?
Well, I'm into anything branded Apex. Did you see the one that she had an Apex polo? Oh, I want an Apex polo.
You want that Apex polo?
I think the only way I can get one is to work here.
You should have said, oh my God, where did you get that? And she said, only at Apex. I think it sounds about right. One more time.
Only at Apex. It is such a retail anomaly.
It was the least pressure shopping situation I've ever been
I saw one other customer, I think.
She was wandering the clothes.
Yeah.
How much you guys spend?
$14 plus another 75 cents on bags.
I spent $29.63. Look at all the percentage offs.
It's utterly amazing to me. Knowing from a thermal printing company, it takes about 5.5 years for the price tags to look like that. Why on earth haven't you gone through and repriced everything? You have nothing to do all day.
You leave those two ladies alone. They work hard.
Only at Apex.
So you got 2 employees that run the store. Okay, that's pretty cheap. You have the property taxes on this land, which is probably at least $300,000 a year. That store's not pulling $300,000 a year. You also got to heat that huge building, because even if you close off parts of it, and cool it, you're still going to heat that whole interior. Maybe it is that the accruing value of the land is enough income to justify keeping it open.
So how about a little money to just make it a little better? Make it, 'cause what, people aren't going to shop here in this valuable little spot of Rhode Island?
I understand why they're not closed. It's because then the city could immediately come in and just seize the building, because this is very valuable land.
I remember being shocked that it was still open 8 years ago.
And they wanted to come in just last year and with eminent domain and tear this down and build a stadium here, baseball stadium. One of the big arguments against it, well, there's still an operating business here, but I love it. I'm so pleased that there's still weird ass retail in the world.
The old Apex building, once a big-time department store, has been empty and troubled for years.
This is certainly one that people are somewhat fond of. But recently, it hasn't been drawing many people to the city. Well, this was historically a shopping center, and so there's 100,000 square feet of available space here. We have high hopes because the river is just a beautiful amenity, and we really want to build on that.
Now, I was told this isn't going to happen overnight. It's going to take time to fill that space in the Apex sites, but they hope to have that going within the next 12 to 18 months.